Welcome to the Steady Anchor Podcast, a podcast on Christian faith and practice, highlighting doctrine and discipleship in the local church. I'm Luke, and welcome to the show.
Welcome back to the Steady Anchor Podcast. I am Luke, your host, and this is episode 10 of our journey through the book of Proverbs. In this Proverbs project, we are going through one chapter a day for the whole month, just reading through the chapter, seeking for the prominent themes, seeking for the advice, the things that point us towards wisdom and discretion, insight, and a life that will fear, a life that fears the Lord and that honors the Lord and serves the Lord well. So we're just going to go through the chapter and see what the Lord has for us today. Proverbs chapter 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes the father glad, but a foolish son is sorrow to his mother. Treasures gained by wickedness do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. He who gathers in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps in harvest is a son who brings shame. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise of heart will receive commandments, but a babbling fool will come to ruin. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but he who makes his way crooked will be found out. Whoever winks the eye causes trouble, and a babbling fool will come to ruin. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. On the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of fools who lack sense. The wise lay up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool brings ruin near. A rich man's wealth is his strong city, the poverty of the poor is their ruin. The wage of the righteous leads to life, and the gain of the wicked to sin. Whoever heeds instruction is on the path to life, but he who rejects reproof leads others astray. The one who conceals hatred has lying lips, and whoever utters slander is a fool. When words are many, transgression is not lacking, but whoever restrains his lips is prudent. And the tongue of the righteous is choice silver. The heart of the wicked is of little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool, but wisdom is pleasure to a man of understanding. What the wicked dreads will come upon him, but the desire of the righteous will be granted. When the tempest passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous is established forever. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to those who send him. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. The hope of the righteous brings joy, but the expectation of the wicked will perish. The way of the Lord is a stronghold to the blameless, but destruction to evildoers. The righteous will never be moved, but the wicked will not dwell in the land. The mouth of the righteous brings forth wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked what is perverse. This is the word of the Lord. So here we come to Proverbs chapter 10, where it switches to the style that we traditionally recognize as Proverbs. These are the general sayings of Solomon, usually a verse or two long, that just bring out general statements, general ideas and concepts that we know as Proverbs, these generally true statements, these sayings of wisdom, these sayings that convey a deeper reality, that point us to these overarching truths. Again, not absolute promises, but premises and ideas, principles that guide us in the way that we live, and the way that we live to honor God. It starts with, again, saying this is the Proverbs of Solomon. It introduces this long section for the most of Proverbs where it gives Solomon's various words of wisdom. It starts with wisdom as a blessing and honor to our parents. A son who is wise brings honor to his parents, but a foolish son dishonors them. He is a curse rather than a blessing. We see that righteousness helps to preserve life. The righteous do not go hungry. The hand of the diligent makes rich. Righteousness delivers from death. So we see this general idea that as we live in ways that please and honor God, we are delivered from the ways of sin, the ways of destruction that will lead us to death. When we act wisely, when we act truly, when we act righteously, we avoid destruction. We avoid the dangers that lead us to our own destruction. We see also that prudence, diligence, hard work, a good work ethic produces. It succeeds, it bears what is good. And that in contrast with slackness, with laziness, with the one who sleeps through the harvest. This is a son that brings shame. It's the one who doesn't come into success. He doesn't reap a bounty. He doesn't bring in his harvest. He comes to poverty. The one who is lazy, the one who sleeps when he should be working, is not going to enjoy the blessings of the land. And he's not honoring God with the way that he works. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. It's wrong for us to have evil tongues, evil ways of speech. The memory of wicked people will rot, it says. That the people who live righteously, the people who honor the Lord, will be remembered fondly. But you may have images and examples of people in your life or through extended family where you're like, man, that guy was a jerk. And when he passed away, no one really remembered him fondly. So foolishness brings to ruin. Foolishness brings dishonor. Foolishness brings us to destruction. But love forgives. A loving heart covers over iniquity. It forgives. It doesn't always demand vengeance. A loving heart is merciful. A loving heart it covers offenses. It's not quick to anger. It's not quick to violence. And that's what we should be seeking. That's what we should seek to exemplify. We should seek to love others as Christ loved, that we don't always we don't always seek for revenge because we trust that God is the one who will work justice. We don't return evil for evil, but rather we pray for those who persecute us. We love those who oppress us. We seek to serve and to love and to pray for even the people who act the worst to us. This is what love is. This is what Christ exemplified for us. We see also that righteous speech is a blessing. Words that honor God will lead to honor. It will lead to good things. It will lead to success and truth in life. We see again that whoever heeds instruction is on the path to life, but the one who rejects reproof will lead others astray. So the person who is the wise man, as we talked about in previous chapters, who accepts instruction, who is happy that you're correcting him, this person is on the path to life. But the fool, the one who is wise in their own eyes, but truly is not wise, who truly does not know what is good and what is true, this person not only rejects your correction, but they lead others astray in the way that they go wrong. We see also a main theme is that the fear of God prolongs life. The fear of God, the trust of the Lord, the way of righteousness, it's a stronghold to the blameless. It's a establishing blessing for us, that it makes us grounded in a way that wickedness, the people who walk in foolishness, are not grounded and established. And again, a principle like people who live righteously, people who fear God, may suffer greatly. We know that Christ said that you will suffer greatly just professing the name of Christ. Just for being his servant and his faithful witness, you will suffer greatly. But we also know that God will bless us in ways beyond imagining. That in the midst of danger, in the midst of discomfort, in the midst of persecution, there is a great comfort in his presence. There is healing, there is strength, there is courage, there is forgiveness, there is a boldness that comes by the Spirit of God within us. And so even though that our lives may not be long in years, they will be deep in love and care for God. They will be rich in experiences with him. And eternity will be all the sweeter because of it. That's all I have for you today. I hope this has blessed you. I hope that you have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.